Hello, welcome back, or welcome, as the case may be. If you're coming from the Knitting Podcast, welcome back. If you're coming just for the Flosstube, welcome. I'm Sadie. I am your host. I am also Sadie Rune on Twitter and Instagram. Blue Rune on Ravelry if you're there. If you're not, it's all good. Everything is all good around here, except for Petrie, who is right there and unimpressed with me. I have no finished objects. Let's just roll that out right here. I have none. I had all the delusions of grandeur of having a finished object. I really did. And I tried. Many nights I tried. And it just didn't materialize. And that's what happens in life sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. So, let's go into my whips. I worked on my Terra Australis, as you can see. A little red blob. Little red blob. So the borders are done. I got all of the interior flowers done. All the purple is officially done. I just have these four motifs. Hold on a sec. There we go. So I just have the four internal motifs to do. Pew, 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 pew. And once those are done, it's done. And I will probably do this one with the actual floss afterwards on the other side of this fabric, because the fabric is definitely big enough to support multiples. As you can see, I could probably get I could probably get 3 or 4 on here, but I'm not going to. Anywho, I did screw up a few times and had to rip back, and on this particular one I'm off account, so I'm going to have to do a little fudging. I just didn't want to unpick silk on 1/1 because that's not happening, which is probably why it's taking so long for me to actually get that finished. It's making me mad. It's making me mad. And I'm not undoing 1/1 silk for one stitch. I can, I can flub it. I am not a perfectionist in that I need to have every stitch perfect. I would like to, and sometimes that does happen, but it's not a necessity in my world. I always think of it like the Persian rug, and I think of my knitting like that too, because I read in school, in anthropology, in my degree, during my degree, the Persians, when they make those really elaborate Persian rugs, they always include one mistake, because nothing can be perfect except for Allah. So I'm just like, oh, nothing's perfect, right? That's my whole thing. And then I picked this one up because I was going to work on the cat, and I was like, I'm just not feeling like working in a column. I'm not. Kind of wanted to, kind of didn't, couldn't decide. So I was like, I will pull something out. And this was started during Stitch Mania. It's the Prairie Schooler Hocus Pocus, book 197. And I love it. I really love it. And it's like, well, if you really love it, why aren't you stitching on it? And I couldn't understand why I wasn't, so I pulled it out and I got to work. When you saw it last from Stitch Mania, I did not have the orange done. I didn't have both the owl ears done. I didn't have the framing started. So I got the owl tail filled in. I got the branch filled in. I got the head finished up here. I got the eyes done and the beak. And then I got these borders started. I was going to change which ones... I was going to change which ones I was putting in here so I could use these, but then I decided not to because I felt like being lazy. And I didn't know which ones I would move, and I didn't know how that would affect everything. And I didn't feel like doing all the calculations. I wanted to be lazy last night, so I was, and I'm just sticking to it. The mandala is 1/1 on 28 count even weave Lugana in, I think it's just white. This guy is 2 over 1 on 28 count even weave in antique white, I believe. It's the slightly yellower one. As you can see, I think that really goes well with the nature of it. I just love it. I love it. I imagine I will get very bored of just stitching in like 2 colors, but, or no, there's 5. There's a total of 5 colors involved here. But I don't care, because I rather enjoyed doing it last night, and I'm probably going to keep on it for a little bit. Although I really want to finish that friggin' thing. I need a finish. That's my problem. I want to start everything, but I need a finish before I can, and I have this problem when I'm knitting also, and maybe you have this problem, I don't know. But if there are too many things that I have started, I need to finish at least one of them before I can justify starting another thing. And I don't know why I am this way, but I am. When it comes to knitting, when it comes to reading, when it comes to doing pretty much anything, I can't start a new one until at least one of them is off. And the closest one I have to being done is the mandala, so I really have to focus on that, even though it's 1 over 1 on 28 count. Which means I can only go at it for a couple of hours before my eyes start to go crossed. Maybe I should have done it on 18. I don't know. Actually, I like the aesthetic. It is worth everything for the aesthetic. Having said that, and I want to get back to my gypsy, I'm in a funk right now, so it's kind of hard. Now, tomorrow starts something that I want to play along with, but again, I don't have the ability to because I haven't finished something, which is why I want to finish something on top of the fact that I need to finish something. But on Cross Stitch, it's fun. Or no, Cross Stitch Finish Line on Facebook. There is a stitch along for Jane Netley Mayhew, who you have seen on everybody's, everybody in their cousins' podcasts. So I've had this one for a little bit, the 4 Seasons in Cross Stitch, which I love. And I got this one on Amazon for $6, I want to say, with shipping. The Safari, which is ever so popular. Tracy's doing, is it the chimpanzee that's so creepy? Lord love you if you like, yeah, she's doing this guy. She's doing the chimpanzee and calling it Hey Girl. No, I'm anti-monkey. I'm not anti-monkey, they scare the bejesus out of me. That's the problem. And then I believe this is the one that Jessie Marie does stuff, knits stuff, does stuff, stitches stuff. Either way, I think that's the one she's doing. And I want to do probably like 20 out of here. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I looked through it, I'm like, oh, this one, oh, this one. And I was showing it to my mom, I'm like, this one. And my mom just laughs at me because she knows it's like, ooh, shiny. Like meerkats. Come on, meerkats. If you like monkeys, there's a gorilla, and there's, like, look at the castle egret. Birds. I like birds. The paradise flycatcher makes me happy. I know this is not a true flip through because I'm just showing you the ones that got shortlisted. There's a fish eagle. I'm not really big into eagles though. That's like one of my non-starters. The rhino, whom I love with his little birds. Little birds on his back. Now, I think the one that I will start for the stitch along, the one that keeps speaking to me, is the water buffalo. Or as I've told my mom, the beefalo or the buffalo. The tatanka. I will do the tatanka. Tatanka, of course. Buffalo. Cree. Thank you. It's 105 by 180. It's not too bad. And, like, I mean, there's not a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of floss, but not a lot of floss. I do like the flamingos. I have a heart for flamingos. I really do. I like the cheetahs, but, eh. The wildebeest. The wildebeest. Like, seriously, I could probably do, and the elephants. My aunt loves elephants, and the trunk is up, so that would be a big deal. because all her elephants have to have their trunks up. Because that's good luck. But totally want to get in on this. And it starts tomorrow, and I could probably just do everything out of stash. But no. I must finish something first, and then I can start the beefalo. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the beefalo. The buffalo? The buffalo? Hello. I know this is a short episode, but really, that's all I've accomplished. I got a book. And I did some stitching, and that is everything that has been done. For the most part, I was obsessed with getting a cardigan I was getting the body finished, and I did get that far, so that's something. But I don't know. I think I'm going to be moving into more stitching as the weather changes back, because it's been a little cooler, and when it gets cooler, I want to knit, because then I want the nice warmth in my lap. But when it gets warmer, I just want to stitch, because then, you know, because it's more airy and open. I'm just rambling now. That is all I have for you this week. I will be appearing next week. The following week, I will not be here because I will be attending the Super Summer Knit Together in Tennessee, which is a big knitting deal. And I will return the week after that. I hope everyone had a great stitchy week, and I will see you all next week. Bye.